negative bias and praising yourself. It's much more natural for the brain to focus on bad things or things that can hurt us or mistakes because the brain is still developing and a lot of it is focused on keeping us alive. So if we make a decision that it makes us get hurt, it makes ourselves or someone we love to get injured, or something that got us sick or makes us just feel bad, that's going to be stored in the brain immediately and it's going to be a strong memory. Why? Because if we save that memory and we remember not to do that next time, there are more chances that we're going to remain alive. So it's about survival. Now, when we do things that actually help us, the brain might say, okay, there was no risk to our life, so maybe not bother storing that piece of information. That's the negative bias. Is this difference that the brain has in how much it focuses on storing memories that keep us alive and maybe not storing memories that was just pleasant. So there's a strong tendency that we're just gonna focus on what went wrong with our day and with ourselves instead of focusing on the good decisions and the good experiences that we had in that day. If we could see, for example, in a graphic or in a spreadsheet, how much time and energy we spent thinking of what we did wrong against praising ourselves for what we did well, we would be shocked and just think, wow, that's just why am I doing that to myself? And then there's a way to balance it, which is praising ourselves more and focusing on what we did well. But again, because it's not natural to focus on these things, if you don't take a conscious action to do it, it's just gonna keep on this imbalance where we are focusing on what we did. The action to do that, it can be journaling, it can be just stopping for 5 minutes before going to bed and thinking, okay, today, what went well? What was pleasant? What were these really tiny, simple moments that I can just take for granted, but they were actually really cool? Such as somebody smiling and say good morning to you, the fact that your fridge hasn't broken for years, decades, or any devices in your house. When you had a conversation that it was triggering and instead of being carried away by the emotion, you actually were able to be assertive and speak what you wanted to speak without hurting others or listening something difficult without reacting. It's more about focusing. Okay, that was a good decision. I really like the way I behaved in that moment, in that conversation. I did well today by reaching out to people, to my friends. I did something good for my body. I ate well. It can be anything. But again, if we don't stop to praise ourselves and really help our attention to go to these moments, to these good, tiny, special moments. And it's not about denying and being grateful for everything, because no, life is difficult and there are some things that we need. It's more about balancing the attention that we give to what we are lacking and what we already have. My invitation is to try to cultivate those moments in your day. It can be 5 minutes before going to bed, and you can also do that in the morning, and you can also do that in silence. You can record yourself, you can write in your journal, and you can meditate. Anything that creates a space and allows you this time, just contemplate what went well and just praising yourself, actually giving yourself a compliment, not taking it for granted. And it doesn't matter if your mind is telling you that is something really small, because it's not. It's all about the sum of moments and decisions that we do that are in this path that empowers us, that help us to feel more connected and more loved. Just noticing how you feel while you do it. Maybe there's some resistance. Maybe your mind might tell you this is ridiculous, you're being ridiculous, you should praise yourself for that. And really trying to check where is this voice coming from. And remembering as well that it's just this voice, your mind, a thought. It's not necessarily true. So you can just notice it, observe it, realize that it's just a thought, and then going through and keep practicing. And then see how the sum of these moments of appraisal gonna create an impact in your daily life and how you feel with yourself. And also it's gonna become more natural to contemplate and to be grateful for the things that went well that can be easily taken for granted, and then spending less energy focusing on any big or small things that actually went wrong and decisions that we considered it wasn't the best decisions we could take. And this just helping ourselves to find more balance between where we put our energy and our focus on.